Hi, Anna. Hi, Dasha. Very devoted listener here. So my question is if you guys have ever dated a bisexual man before, and if you haven't, would you? Do you think it's a good idea, bad idea? I'm asking because there's this guy in my Russian literature class that I'm into. I think I really like him because he reads, and I've never met a guy that genuinely reads before. He's really cute, and he's kind of a twink. I'm pretty sure he's bi guy. Because, you hear mixed things, like they make great boyfriends because they're sensitive, but I've also heard that they're total sluts and evil. So,
Have you ever dated a bisexual guy, Anna?
No, definitely not. Oh. But I probably slept with a few. Have you? You have.
I have, yeah.
I know this, actually. I was just being coy.
Yeah.
How'd that go for you?
Pretty good. We were very, very close.
Mm-hmm.
He was also very twinkish. We shared clothes. We almost incestuous, male Pisces,
You guys had the aspirational version of a lesbian relationship.
We had a good thing going for a while, for sure. Very much on the same, literally twins, had our own language that we spoke and spent. I don't think he would identify as bisexual even, but it was a good experience.
It was a good run.
Sure.
Yeah. Yeah. You got to get the bisexual guys out of the way when you're in your early 20s.
Bisexual intrigue in this batch of calls, actually. Lots of men who identified as bisexual and lots of girls asking about bisexual love interests. So there's something in the water, and it's microplastics, and it's making everyone gay.
Bisexual.
He might not be bisexual. Also, he might just be
I love young
gay.
people because they come up with these kind of elaborate scripts based on sheer figment of imagination. Some guy in her class who may or may not be bisexual, who possibly didn't even express interest in her.
He's probably listening.
Yeah.
You guys could listen to Redscare podcast together. That would be...
Yeah, my only caveat is when I hear bisexual man, I hear sexual opportunist.
Well, that's her concern, is that there's evil sluts.
Evil slut is one thing. Many men who are not bisexual are evil sluts. It's that he will have no boundaries. He will have an open borders personality and be a manipulator and a gaslighter.
Could be fun.
It could be. I mean, you may as well get it out of your system when you're young, is what I'm saying.
And he could bring other things to the table.
She could play out that gang rape fantasy that the other girl had.
He might not be the most stable partner. They might rank kind of what your values are.
I mean,
and if fidelity and stuff are priorities for you, then maybe no. But if you want to go to a wine bar and enjoy some tasteful chatter.
I mean, but this is my thing. People get their panties in a bunch because I've made this claim that sexual fidelity is less important than emotional loyalty. And I stand by that claim because I'm also basically a gay man in a woman's body.
High tea.
Yeah. And so to me, the whole concept of sexual fidelity is important, but it's not as important as not feeling unsafe and unwell in your relationship. That's sanity.
Yeah.
And so when people say bisexual male, I think a person who's clearly not in touch with themselves, who doesn't have a strong sense of identity, doesn't know what they want, plays people off of one another. I think all young people are like that anyway.
It might be true. That's sort of the dark-sided view of it. The optimistic view, which is still bad, is that they're not necessarily as sinister as they are people pleasing. They might not be necessarily conniving, but they will be so eager to please as to functionally be conniving.
Evil.
Yeah, and they'll betray themselves and you at any available opportunity.
As Morrissey said, and I've spent my life in ruins because of people who are nice.
Because of people who are bisexual.
That's probably true in his case. Yeah, I prefer an evil gay slut to a people pleaser.
So true.
Hey, so I guess my question is, I'm bisexual. And I just like don't know if I have a responsibility to tell people that. I'm definitely not buying the I date girls but like to be pegged way. I'm definitely more buying like the I just like everyone because I'm horny all the time way. And so I just don't know if I have like a responsibility to tell a girl I'm seeing like, oh, by the way, like I also fuck guys. Or if that's the type of thing where I should just keep that to myself. Hooking up with some twink bottom, I don't know if I have a responsibility to tell them that like I'm seeing girls. I don't know. I just feel like there's a lot of hate on people like me. It's definitely not, I don't know, I think I'm not gay or straight. I'm just a slut. So like, I don't know if it really counts as a sexuality or if maybe I'm just like horned up. Yeah. Should I tell people I'm bi or not?
How's your Russian literature class going? That's nice. Those two queued up simultaneously.
So he's definitely giving more sociopath than people pleaser.
Potentially. So also thin line, right?
Well, okay, let's take gender out of the equation because it doesn't really matter. If you're seeing someone kind of semi-seriously or consistently, you probably do owe it to them to tell them whether or not you're seeing other people. It doesn't really matter if the other people that you're seeing are boys or girls.
But I don't think if you are seeing someone casually or haven't reached some threshold of exposure where you need to have a conversation that you owe them any disclosure about your sexual proclivities in any
way, shape, or form. Yeah, the only thing that you really owe people that you're having sex with, I'm a real libtard when it comes to this, is to like disclose any like serious STD status, to like disclose your herpes status, basically.
Yeah.
But once again, young people are literally begging us for permission to announce themselves in order to sow chaos and discord. He wants to tell his partners that he's bisexual.
He wants to tell these twink bottoms that he's not like the other girls.
Yeah.
Weirdly, I feel an impulse to maybe this is homophobic. I feel like you owe to women more to tell them that you sleep with men than you owe it to men to tell them that you also sleep with women.
Yeah, because sinister homosexuals don't care.
Because a hole's a hole.
Yeah.
For women, it feels more of like a betrayal.
Yeah, I mean, it's not even a betrayal. I would just be like freaked out if I found out a guy that I was sleeping with was like getting exposed to HIV on the reg.
Yeah.
You don't want to be like a Lifetime original.
Get some prep.
Yeah.
You're going to want to prep yourself.
Remember when like Paul Scholes had that thread about going on Ozempic? I'm going to do a similar thread for prep. I'm just going to take prep casually, even though I like literally don't need it.
Wait, Paul Scholes went on Ozempic? He wasn't fat.
I think the takeaway was that it severely suppressed his appetite. It felt like bizarre and unreal. And also he felt full all the time, which was like an uncanny and unpleasant sensation because he wasn't eating and had to force himself to like choke down like hard boiled eggs and bone broth.
Welcome to my life. Yeah, that doesn't sound so good.
I'm just wondering what prep would do for me personally.
What it would feel like to be prepared to go to hell.
I'm not like the other girls. I'm on prep. I'm an empath, so I want to see like what my gay best friends feel like on a day to day. I mean, I'm sure there's a lot of people who are like Ozempic and prep simultaneously. They just have like wasting disease.
I
You're,
actually
like 19 and you look like a Portuguese sailor from like the 18th century. Like an El Greco.